Hi guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to have you here. I'm Hyacinth Dragon. Today's reading, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest for your neighbor. What isn't for you is likely for them. I'm going to be tapping into the collective. I'm excited to hang out with you guys today, so go ahead and get whatever it is you need to get cozy, a drink, a snack. I'm just drinking water today, and we're going to dive into it. I'm feeling a very interesting density in the air today. And I am playing my 174 hertz tuning fork for you guys. And a little bit of singing bowl bell action just to clear the air, alright? Density. How to move through this density. Whew, it's intense, guys, so we're gonna just chill today, hang out, see what's going on. I'm gonna use the 𝚙𝚊𝚗𝚗𝚎 tarot, and I'm kind of feeling drawn to the Mermaid tarot. Actually, I think I'm gonna use the Mermaid tarot. You guys, sometimes all it takes is saying something out loud to see the vibration, and then you figure it out. Okay, so when I'm tuning into you guys' energy, or just the energy of the collective, I'm hearing, there's this Bible verse, it's Psalm 23. Look at it if you want to, 144. But a lot of people know what it is. It's the one, like, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. There's something about be not in want. Okay, that's what I heard. Be not in want. So whether or not you guys vibe with the Bible or not, it's not about that. It's just be not in want. Okay, so let's break that down because it's a little bit of a code. The entire Bible is a codex, so it has to be deciphered. Okay, it's not, I mean, you can take things literally if you want, but we are meant to have wants, like desires, okay? But be not in want, it's actually showing us a key to the law of manifestation, because we see here when we are, for instance, manifesting abundance, if you keep saying things like I will have this or someday I might have this, all you're doing is talking about the lack thereof, and so you're in want. Okay, so be not in want is talking about lack. It's understanding that you are your desires. You are the light encoded inside of your desires. You are the darkness encoded inside of your desires. And I'm not saying darkness and referring to evil. Okay? Be not in want. It's like, I am that I am. I am abundant. I know. It's like, so something we do in hypnosis, if you guys don't know, I'm a hypnotherapist, besides the point, but, well, I guess it does go with the point, but something we do in self-hypnosis is we look at, okay, what is for instance, a belief that's running the show? How do we figure that out? Well, we just simply ask ourselves questions. Okay, how do you really feel about something? All right, for example, if you guys are struggling with making money or receiving money, whatever it is, with this energy of money or creativity, whatever it is, supplement whatever you want for it, you could look and you could be like, wow, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm actually scared to have a lot of money, or I'm actually scared to show people how creative I am. All right, guys, I'm going to burn a little bit of incense for us while I'm talking about this. Right, so, okay, I'm actually You just have to say a statement. You could do it by tuning into your body and being like, what, okay, in relation to this goal, what part of my body feels in resistance to such goal? Asking your body to be honest with you. And you're just like, I feel anxious about more responsibility. Okay, so what we do with that is we now know what belief is playing underneath the surface. So what we do is create a reversal statement that is reinforming the energy. So for instance, you're like, okay, I feel anxious about letting people see my creative energy or being myself. Okay, so it becomes a because I know statement. So it would go like this: because I know that I am meant to be seen in my creativity, I put the systems in place that support my protection and my ability to do so integrally and with ease. All right, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Take the negative and then say, because I know blank, blank, blank. All right, cleansing the space here with this incense. So beautiful. I love the way smoke billows in the air, guys. So there is an emphasis on meditation. Actually, today I had woke up and there was such a density in the air in my own personal vibration. But then when I got out of my own personal vibration into the collective, there was more density. And I checked in with friends and that seemed to be the case collectively. And I was burning some incense, just doing an incense meditation, all right? Watching the smoke billow. So there's something about being purposely peaceful, and an importance of even incense, or something about clearing the air, clearing the mind, clearing the space. Okay, guys. There's a lot of fear I'm picking up on. False expectation appearing real. Fear. False expectation appearing real. F-E-A-R. Fear. F-E-A-R. False expectation appearing real. All right, what does that mean? You have a false expectation that's based off of the past that is appearing real in your future. But that's because it's fear. There's a lot of fear. And as I say that, guys, a storm just began to roll in. The first thunder just clapped. Clapped to the sky. All right, it's rolling in. So there's a kind of a fear of what's on the horizon, like not being able to see ahead. And this can come through in kind of awakening or triggering, whatever word you want to use, certain coping mechanisms in order to feel a sense of control over the present moment, or over the future, or over the past, whatever it comes through, like for you, or all three. For instance, we'll start here. When there's weather rolling in, if you have anxiety, maybe you have trauma about weather, you've been through a natural disaster or something like this, you hear thunder, and immediately that false expectation appearing real, you start going into, okay, what if this turns into something? Or you start pacing back and forth. You won't leave your house because it's raining and thundering, even though it's not that bad. And you're just checking the weather app all the time, like listening to live weather, like, okay, now it's raining harder, and then 20 miles away, there's a severe thunderstorm warning, okay? It's the same with astrology. It's like, if you get really anxious about things, you can turn to, like, predictors, even tarot, whatever it is, predictions, astrology, tarot, whatever it is, to kind of be a prophet, letting you know what's up ahead. Okay, so there's a difference in that energy, and then there's a difference in the spiritual protection energy of the present moment, which is resembled by the eagle, which is enjoy this present moment. Spirit sees ahead, spirit sees behind. Be not in want, be not in lack, be not in fear, and just be. There is a reason, and some of you need to give give some things reason, but there is a reason why the storm is rolling in. There's a reason why you're being called to quietness so that you can observe the density in the air. There is, and the rain just came. So the thunder came, now the rain just hit. Okay, and so it's reminding me of a eruption of emotion that comes out as anger, that then immediately after is a well of tears. So there could be something in the energy field, what different for everyone, but there's a point of magnetism in the energy field of the collective that is asking us to let the lid blow off. We need to see what this emotional current is, 1111111, so that we can move forward. All right, let's roll the dice. I'm hearing chicken, which is really funny. It's just like people are feeling chickened out. Some of y'all feel like a fool for doing something. It's because of whatever this past energy that's been coming up in the field for everyone that's been coming through. Wow, y'all, the rain is really coming down. Everybody's been having like some form of past something come up, whether it's a person, place, thing, feeling. I don't care what it is. Things from the past have been resurfacing right now. I feel like this is like a karmic pattern, though. This happens a lot at the beginning of the year, because the Gregorian calendar starts in the middle of winter, when that is not necessarily the actual beginning of the astrological year, which we see in April, and for some in June, for some in March. Depends on where you're at in the world. Oops, moved the mic. But this thing from the past has been acting as a catalyst to see what you'll say yes to. Capricorn, what did I just say? Second house, Venus and Pluto. Yep. Are you going to throw all of your hard work in the trash? For some reason, that scene from Stranger Things 4 is coming through when she does the diorama and she gets bullied for it because it's not like, you know, clearly it's different than how everybody else did it. There's this energy of feeling, like scared to be you because of being different, even though you are a powerful badass. This Capricorn, second house, Venus and Pluto, all I'm seeing is soil. This has to do with soil, bringing love back to the soil. Capricorn, second house, working on the soil. Metaphorically and also literally. We've been known as a collective on this earth that we need to regenerate the soil in order to keep our existence healthy. Pluto is getting everybody to look at that. 444. everybody is going to have some sort of collective experience where they have to look at what the ground they're standing on, metaphorically or literally. All right, take it how it resonates. But you guys, every single one of us is having to look at what we are standing on. I'm even seeing shoes. It's like looking at the shoes you're wearing. Are they the right pair of shoes that are for the journey ahead? Okay, so that, again, metaphorical or literal. Spirit, I'm seeing so vibrantly with Capricorn in the second house. Spirit is saying, look down. Okay, look down. Look. We are meant to look at the roots. Okay, because there's manifestations in the collective mind that are coming from like endangered roots, suffocated roots, severed roots, tangled roots, and it's creating mental disarray, which then projects out into the collective consciousness and then creates more thought forms, creates more different realities. We have to get the foundation laid. Okay, so this is a big reason why, and this is a channeled message, but we're going to be seeing ancient knowledge and wisdom resurfacing. We've been known this for a while now, that spirituality is going to become mainstream. With the rise of spirituality becoming mainstream, the only way you're going to know to trust someone is by their reviews, by their rapport, by the people who have worked with them, by their aura, by the ground they stand on. Okay, the scarcity will attract other scarce minds. So be careful who you guys are paying to give you, not even just paying, but paying creates a different exchange in the subconscious mind. But also who y'all are just listening to. You know, we all have to have discernment. But be careful who you guys are letting tell you about you. Okay, because when you go through an identity crisis, all you want is someone to like remind you who you are. But if you've forgotten who you are, then you're allowing people to tell you who you are. So there has to be a foundation of who you are, which we all collectively need. And how to find that is through the teachings of unity consciousness and understanding how creations are sustained, regenerated, and destroyed. Okay? It's that Pluto energy. I just heard, you know, the story of the three little pigs. One built a house of blah, blah, blah. I'm going to blow your house down, says the wolf. The wolf blew the house down, all right? Another pig built a house of something else. I'll huff and puff and blow your house down. Blew the house down. You know, built a house of stone or whatever, I'm going to blow your house down. Didn't get blown down. All right, it's like, all I'm hearing is like, oh, I'm going to huff and puff and blow your house down. That's Pluto. Okay. I'm pausing because I'm trying to look deeper into this in my mind's eye. The collective feels very frail. We all have to integrate who we know think ourselves to be, or who we want ourselves to be, into who we are. All right. That is that I am consciousness. I'm hearing I am sustained. I am wealthy. I am a rich girl. What is that song? Looking like a rich girl. See, I've got all the money in the world. Oh my God, what is that song called? Rich Girl by 𝔥𝔶𝚞𝚂𝚐𝚑. If I was a rich girl, see, I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. No man could test me and press me, my cash flow would never end, 'cause I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Think what that money could bring. I'd buy everything. Clean out Vivian Westwood in my Galliano gown. No, wouldn't just have one hood, a Hollywood mansion if I could. Please book me first class to my fancy house in London town. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. All the riches, baby, don't bring what your love can bring. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. Don't need no other, baby. Your loving is better than gold, and I know. If I was a rich girl, I'd dress them wicked. I'd give them names. Love angel music, baby. Hurry up and come and save me. I rock the fetish people, you know who I am. Yes, ma'am, we got the style that's wicked. I hope you can all keep up. We climbed all the way from the bottom to the top. Now we ain't getting nothing but love. Okay. If I was a rich girl, na 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 na. Say I'd had all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Emphasis on if. Is it an if or a when? Alright, the if and when depends on if you're putting in physical work, taking a physical step forward. We call this an action step. Okay, 2. The second house. Just saw 222 and 2222 when I said that. The second house is about the ground, the physical foundation, the materials that create a foundation and sustain a foundation. What comes after 2 is 3. So you can't get a clear message, number 3, until you have a solid foundation, number 2. Okay? There's like a very clear line that I'm seeing drawn in my mind of, because I'm just hearing, if I was a rich girl, and it's like girlies who look, you know, it's interesting. It's like the people who look to, it's like giving trophy wife versus CEO girl boss, okay? I'll just say it like that. But there's also like a negative side of both, right? There's a shadow side of both of those things. Some of you guys need to get into the realm of if I was a rich girl, and you need to start letting yourself dream. Others of you need to start saying it's not if, it's when. Because I know that I am taking the steps daily to create the life of my dreams, it naturally attracts itself to me. Okay? Alright. In my mind's eye, looking at the Capricorn, I just saw this, it's a vision, right? Scrap the tools that don't work. Okay? Capricorn is like a goat mermaid, a sea goat. Okay. So, for instance, you need to, in this environment, how do I word this? Like how the goat, it's not just a goat, it's a goat that has a tail, because it also dives deep into the depths of things. Okay, so you have to have the right tools to go through this next cycle that is occurring for the collective, because I just saw this vision of like scrapping tools that don't work. It was like a wheelbarrow full of like shovels and like yard tools, right? Like rusted yard tools. Like these are not gonna work. And then I see new tools. I see there's a lot of fear right now in the collective of new technologies, and we have to start affirming that we support technologies that bring the advancement of our consciousness in a grounded way, and we have the discernment to know what technologies are not working for us, or not even just technologies, but certain apps, socials, whatever. It's like this energy of, because some people are wanting to like scrap certain tools that don't need to be scrapped. It's like there's one tool in that toolbox that you need, so don't throw the whole thing away. This could be in regards to people trying to figure out how to maybe people are starting, I mean, I know this is going on in the collective, so I'm not just like, oh, this must be happening by reading the cards, but I'm saying like this is what's coming up right now in this space that I'm channeling, is people really starting to question what platforms they want to use because they don't support the people behind the platforms. And this has to do with starting to look at, that's what I'm saying, looking at the ground. Okay, who built this? Who owns this? Okay, and I'm even seeing this second house as land. Okay, whose land are we on? And it doesn't have to do with a piece of paper that says whose it is. Okay, you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. It's understanding the birthright of who you are. Like, don't forget who you are, where you come from. Don't forget the story of the lands you live on. And if you don't know them, seek them out. Look down. Get to know. Find the tools that work for you. Scrap the ones that are not working. I'm picking up on herbalism. Like, I know quite a few herbalists, and the ones who are like super in touch with the land, they never use scissors on plants. Even when they're making medicines, they always tear them or break them up with their hands. They never use scissors. Okay, so it's like it's just a simple example of tools. Scrapping the tools that don't work. Not saying that you can't do that with scissors, but I'm just saying like it's the same energy of like why people want organic grass-fed beef versus the latter is because of the state the animal is in while it's alive, and then when it dies affects the actual vibration. Same with the plant. And greater with humans, okay? So these are just metaphors for us to see how we put things in cages, and we have forgotten how we have put ourselves in that as well. Look down. Something about the underground with Venus and Pluto. Look down. For so long we've been looking up. Look down. God is in the soil as much as God is in the heavens. As above, so below. This is not a time to put yourself on a high horse. Superiority in the collective is being called out. Now there's a hierarchy of, what is the word? Consciousness. As you awaken, you evolve higher into consciousness. Not in the sense that someone is higher than another person, but maybe more in tune. But that doesn't make anyone better than another. We're all human. Going to the same place, look down. Yeah. Four of Swords. I'm seeing somebody binge watching very scary, like, how do I say this? Like, shows that are like about the end of the world. Or watching things like at the end of the world, will you find me? Will you find me? At the end of the world, would you find me? So that we can go together. End of the World by Ingrid Michaelson. When the sun runs out and there's no one to save you, will you go to our favorite place and try to say goodbye? At the end of the world, will you find me? When the moon breaks up and the tide goes out of control, will you find me in the water and swim me to the stars? At the end of the world. Some of you guys, this happens. We have to understand. We have to use our pattern recognition to be able to understand the doomsday cycles that come through our collective consciousness, through propaganda and fear, that get us to start expecting things to end, so that we stop living thinking about the future and only the past. We actually have to heal the way we think about our future. All right, it's like verging on this nihilistic energy. 3303. We have to be strong, right? Yeah, the Mermaid Tarot Strength card is so emotional, y'all. It's this it's like this mermaid freeing a whale from a net. We have a lot of work to do. We have to be strong, right? I'm just picking up on this energy of like somebody who's watching like doomsday, end of the world things. And so you're like thinking about the past. You know how like they say at the end of your life, you have like you like start to think about the past. It's like it starts to flicker, like almost like a scrapbook or a movie in your head of your life. So if you're thinking the world is going to end, you're naturally going to start romanticizing the past in a way where you could actually start to miss it. And it's not meant to be missed like that. Like it wasn't even like I don't know how to describe this. Like, be careful what you do to yourself and your mind, okay? Because At the end of the world. Someone is craving someone or something from the past because you're actually expecting the end. Some of this is just from extreme disappointment in the powers that be, feeling extremely like at a loss for what it is you do have control over in this huge world that we live in. You know, the hanged man in this deck is like a merman trapped in a net, right? It's like people are feeling caught up, and rightfully so. There's a lot happening in the social, political, economical climate around us. And no matter where you are, this is just not a time to isolate. Okay? Now, that means something different for everybody. The Hermit reversed. The Sun upright. Okay? People let's put it this way. A lamp has oil in it, or electricity, whatever the hell. Okay, you may have the lamp. Someone else has the batteries or the oil. You have to put yourself out there to find that person, because you're meant to go on the journey together. Okay, person, place, thing, group, community, whatever it is. It's not a time to isolate. This is metaphorical, guys. Yep, Three of Cups. Reciprocity. I'm hearing the word leverage. The collective is learning how to leverage energy and information. It's kind of giving justice energy, but it's not. I'm also seeing a huge book of secrets. And I'm seeing like this energy of someone being like, they never convinced me, or something like this. Like, it's giving a glamour. It's like giving somebody who like, it reminds me of, it's like this energy of like, it's like Uncle Iroh in Avatar: The Last Airbender when he's in prison. It's like the prisoners think he's just like some old man sulking in prison, and every time they walk away, he's just like getting more buff and like just working out and like doing breath work and getting strong. It's like that's who the collective is, guys. Seven of Swords. Yeah, like people think y'all are down because they only, like, you want them to think that. All right. More power to you. I feel that. Y'all about to watch me glow the hell up. Just kidding. You're not going to watch me glow up. Y'all, this is the energy. It's not you're going to watch me glow up. It's watch me disappear. I'm going to make you think one thing, and one day you're going to look and you'll realize, whoa, collective just changed the world. Wow, I was really talking smack. Okay, like this is... The reason you're doing this is because people want what you got. People want what you got, and they can't have it. So you're letting them think. It reminds me of like how a possum plays dead. Like in Over the Hedge. Have y'all seen that? Okay, guys, let's just get some oracle. This is the Ask Your Guides oracle. Actually, no. Let me use this oracle deck. This is the Whispers of the Ocean. I'm feeling the mermaidy vibes. Okay. Look down. It's so funny. What did they... Isn't there a movie that's called Don't Look Up? It's because, like, the saying is, like, don't look down. But I'm saying, like, look down. Don't look up. Look down. Stop looking at the stars and the planets. The stars and the planets are doing their thing. If you are unaware of what they're doing, they are still going to affect you and change the entire trajectory of everyone's lives, the entire world. That's the energy of the heavens. It's an entire different dimension that the planets are in than this here on Earth. Okay, so yes, we can read the astrology, and I read the astrology, and then we inform ourselves and we understand, because intelligence is knowing where you are. But if you're trying to control a situation, you're like, oh, okay, I need to look at this, and this, because I'm just scared. Like, what is in the air today? It must be because this and that and that. It's like, no, like, yes, there is a collective shift happening that affects everybody because the planets turn and churn and they move all of our energies, and some of us are aware of it and use it to our advantage, and some of us feel like it's using us. It doesn't matter. What matters is where your feet are planted. There's something about bridging heaven to earth. Okay. Our Father that art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You know, guys, what this means is that it's not heaven is a place on earth. Okay. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. This means grounding consciousness into reality. Simply. 222. Okay, so if you just keep looking up at heaven, you're basically just like, I don't want to be here. But then if you look at earth and you're like, I'm gonna bring, heaven is a place on earth. Earth is like, oh, a playground. Oh, okay, I'm starting to see. I need to look down. They kept saying don't look down, but don't look up. Just chill. Amble with contentment, waiting rather than acting is going to be the most advantageous now. Guys. Change direction with ease. There is time for change, shape-shifting on your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. All right, guys. Those were your oracle messages. It'll resonate with everybody differently. But the contentment is like, you never know once you move on from a place that you're at, how that place that you were could give you inspiration in the future. I heard this girl on TikTok talking about this the other day. She was like, listen, the 3D realm is the manifestation of the past. What's out in front of you right now is the manifestation of what your past self was manifesting through your thoughts and your actions. So when you look out into the 3D, no, this is a manifestation of the past. So live in the present moment and ground what you want yourself to have in the future, in the present moment, and one day in the future you will be in the manifestation of that, because that's just how it works. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I will be very interested to see how this all continues to evolve. Make sure to have patience and trust in time. Don't buy into anything that gets you to act on urgency, guys, unless it feels aligned. All right. I'm sending you guys lots of love from where I'm at. Power to and patience to wait out the storm. See y'all later.